What's up, folks? Welcome to the channel. I'm Don. Hope things are going well for you. This is Rockin' the Country. I am doing a gift request, and it's of Dawes again. I just did a Dawes song maybe 2 weeks ago at the time you see this. It might have only been a week ago, and it was phenomenal. I forget, what did I rate the song? I might have given it a 10 because it was so deep. But If I Wanted Someone is the song I'm doing, and it was requested by carolinasbeauty. So carolinasbeauty, shout out to you. Thank you for the gift. Everybody can thank carolinasbeauty for this reaction too. But it was after she'd seen that one, she's like, oh, you got to check out this one. So that's what I'm doing. I don't know the song. I think this is the third Dawes song that I've done on the channel, but it might only be the second one. Here we go. If I Wanted Somebody. And carolinasbeauty requested that I do the live from Rhythm and Roots 2011 version of the song. So that's what I got.
This song's called If I Wanted Someone.
Interesting setup.
Like the memory from your mother's house, from before you got too old. Like the feeling from a photograph, before its meanings all got told. The words I say can be silver, but what's left unsaid can be gold.
Yeah.
So get to know me once I go away. Maybe 'cause I come from such an empty-hearted town, or maybe 'cause some love of mine had really let me down.
Yeah.
But the only time I am lonely is when others are around. I just never end up knowing what to say. If I wanted someone to clean me up, I'd find myself a maid. If I wanted someone to spend my money, I wouldn't need to get paid. If I wanted someone to understand me, I'd have so much more to say. I want you to make the days move easy.
That captured a lot.
I took everything I thought from what it means to be a man. They need words to be put to what we do not understand. While you lean into the echoes and you do not raise a hand. Oh woman, help me see it like it is.
Lean into the echoes. That's it. All right. I can see that. In multiple ways, though. I mean, there's different ways of interpreting that line. You may need to hear things a few times to understand what they mean, or time might need to go by. But I know what it's like to be around a lot of people and be lonely. I rarely am without words to say, but sometimes when you're bereft, when your relationship ends and you're distraught, your heart is obliterated. You don't want to be around people. There's nothing to say. All you're going to do is talk about your heartbreak, and you don't want to bring people down. That's one reason.
If I wanted someone to clean me up, I'd find myself a maid. If I wanted someone to spend my money, I wouldn't need to get paid. If I wanted someone to understand me, I'd have so much more to say. I want you to make the days move easy.
That might be what a relationship is in a nutshell. Someone who makes the days go easy, despite of the occasional bumps. Picking fits the song really well.
If I wanted someone to clean me up, I'd find myself a maid. If I wanted someone to spend my money, I wouldn't need to get paid. If I wanted someone to understand me, I'd have so much more to say. I want you to make the days move easy. Oh, if I wanted someone to clean me up, I'd find myself a maid. If I wanted someone to spend my money, I wouldn't need to get paid. If I wanted someone to cut me down, I'd have handed you the blade. I want you to make the days move easy. I just want you to make the days move easy.
Yeah, that just captured seemingly love lost. Not, and I mean, it might be just somebody who he didn't get, but I get the sense that this was like a love lost, not one unattained yet, because you still have that excitement about you when you're hoping to get the girl. You have life in you. There's like a joie de vivre of what could be if you get that girl. But this type of song is you had her and it didn't work out. And for whatever reason, we didn't get the details, but I like, if I wanted this, I get that. Like I could compartmentalize my life. Like if I wanted somebody to clean me up, I'd get a maid. If I wanted this and that, I don't want any of that stuff. I just want you. And that's really like a common theme when things are broken up. But these guys, this song, this performance, they reminded me a few times. I don't know if it was tonally or what, but of Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And because the acoustic, I mean, CSN did acoustic, CSNY did as well with Neil Young, but then Neil went solo. But it had a very similar feel to CSN, and there are way worse people to be compared to if you're going to be compared to those guys. I like how they all stayed in the pocket of the song. There was nothing oversold. There was nothing really undersold. It was just, here's the message, here's the guitar. And the guitar picking was very appropriate for the song. It might have actually made the song. I mean, you probably could have even sung happy lyrics to that guitar picking, and you'd have the same feel for it because it was very melancholy, appropriately so. But I know that feeling, we all do, of when something has gone wrong in life, whether it's a breakup, someone died, a lost job, I don't know, whatever it is where you're feeling really low about yourself, you just don't want to be with people, and you could be in a room full of people and feel as lonely as could be because who you are was stripped away, at least for the moment, until you resurrect, till you come back to life again in some form. And depending on the injury you suffered, whether emotional or what have you, mental, both, in the lost relationship, you'll spring back to life to a certain extent, but you may not come fully back, but you'll still come back to life. We all learn to live with disappointment, heartache, devastation. It's life on planet Earth, and it's harsh. You've heard me say this before numbers of times on lots of videos because a lot of these songs depict hardship. And a lot of the traditional country songs depict things that have gone wrong in relationships and such. And being like a personal coach or a life coach that I am, the things that I see in these songs just constantly bespeak how freaking hard life is on planet Earth to get through it with some measure of sanity, some measure of sense, some measure of sense of yourself. Who am I? How do I live out who I am and want to be and deal with all these disappointments all at the same time or in hindsight? Much of life is lived in hindsight because you've only got the moment now that you're alive and everything else is a memory. So really you're reconstructing your life with various events and things that meant something to you in the moment, that imprinted in your psyche and all that. And then you've got to try making sense of all of that. And lions don't deal with this. I say this a lot. The animals in the jungle or in the wild, they live everything in the moment. They're not thinking of future and legacies. It's really stay alive. And that means getting enough food to stay alive and not being preyed upon and killed by another thing that's trying to stay alive and eat you. It's really like very simple in that regard. And we humans, due to the size of our brains and all this other stuff, it's hard. We try making sense of stuff, and sometimes we do. Frequently, it's confusing. But anyway, Caroline's Beauty. What am I going to rate that song? All right, yeah, it was captivating. The number that popped into my head was an 8.5. I was entranced by it. I didn't know where they were going with it, lyrically, of course. And it really was just a song of loneliness. I don't want all these other things. I want you. That'll make my days go easier. So, and that's what we want, really. You know, like, what is a home but a place to keep the wolves away, as Anne Lamott says? And what is another person but somebody that makes your days go easier? So there it is. Okay, folks, leave your comments. Thanks for playing along. Thank you again, Carolina's Beauty, for the donation and the gift and your involvement in the channel and for this request. All right, folks, have a great day. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.